Hi, this is Father Rodel from Immaculate Heart of Mary Church in Los Angeles, California. Welcome to our weekly podcast, Reflections from the Heart. Rather, when you are invited, go and take the lowest place. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, but the one who humbles himself will be exalted. These words of Jesus are tough to swallow. They can go down to the deepest part of one's heart. They can shake one's spirit, darken one's soul, and envelopes one's mind with anxiety and fear. For who wants to remain being down when one's peers or friends are going up on the ladder of human prestige? Who wants to be sorry for oneself when one's associates are getting promoted, honored, and exalted? Who wants to respond to people's interrogations, such as, why is he being made a supervisor and you're not? Aren't you more qualified than him? Why is he being recognized by those in authority when you've done more for the company? In this society that exaggerates self-image, self-esteem, ego strength, self-regard, and position, it's difficult to handle this pressure from people. So how does a person deal with this tough milieu? One needs to have a thick skin, an inner strength, a stoic and overconfident self, and a clear vision of one's goals. One needs to be content and peaceful with one's accomplishments and identity. The scriptures provides us with a way to deal with a narcissistic and pompous world. Only to the grace of humility can we conquer this megalomania. The book of Sirach says, "My child, conduct your affairs with humility, and you will be loved more than a giver of gifts." Humble yourself the more, the greater you are, and you will find favor with God. In regards to our inability to handle the glories of other people, the book of Sirach asks us to be wise by listening deeply with the outer and inner ears. The wise person searches and allows mystery to be a friend rather than humiliating enemy which must be defeated and ignored. It takes a great deal of courage to follow and practice the wisdom of the scriptures. We need to die to ourselves. We need to be men and women of prayer. Indeed, ultimately, it is the grace of prayer that will help us conquer our pride and egoistic obsessions. Through prayer, we submit ourselves to the will of God. We stop following our desires to live only by the plan of God in our lives. We practice the famous proverb, "Man proposes, God disposes." It's amazing to think that the scriptures is replete with reversals, such as, "What is too sublime for you, seek not. Into things beyond your strength, search not." But many of you are first will be last, and many who are last will be first. Unless a grain of wheat falls deep into the earth, it remains just a grain of wheat. But if it dies, it brings forth much fruits. These reverse sayings have connections with the words of St. Paul in his letter to the Hebrews, which we read last Sunday. All discipline seems to be a cause not for joy, but for pain. Yet later it brings the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who are trained by it. Truly, it's enough to understand and accept humbly the will of God in our lives, because in the end, this will bring us joy. Once again, this is Father Rodel from Immaculate Heart of Mary Church. May you have a wonderful weekend. God bless you.